Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about home mortgages. You don't want to miss this. Welcome to WGCH, that's Georgia Coast Homes. I'm with Tonja Hathaway from Guild Mortgage. Tonja was voted the top 1% Mortgage Originators Award from Mortgage Executive. Hey Tonja, how are you today?
Great, Dawn. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to learn all about home mortgages today. Let's get started.
Awesome. I'm ready.
Tonja Hathaway with Guild Mortgage has over 19 years experience. Tonja, I'd like to ask you a few questions that's going to help the average homeowner in the lending process.
Absolutely.
What are some available loans for residential mortgages?
Then you have FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional.
Okay.
Those different loans have different requirements, and that's when you talk to your originator and see which one you might be eligible for. Of course, VA is strictly for military, retired military, but the others are eligible for anyway.
Okay, very good. And the USDA is eligible for 100% financing?
That's right. It does not require down payment. Property must be west of 95.
Oh.
But household income limits do apply.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about what are some discount points and origination fees? What does that mean?
Dawn, that's a very good question because we see that a lot in today's world. So if a client is paying discount points or origination fees, that's additional closing costs that they're paying to lower their interest rate.
Oh,
So that's something that they need to ask when they are getting bids and getting quotes. You know, does that include any type of points or origination fees? Because that way, then they're on the same playing field with everybody else. Because here at Guild, we do not mandate any type of discount points. We leave that up to the client. Other lenders, I don't know if it's a requirement or not. But very good question because we see that a lot in today's world.
okay, good, very interesting.
Yeah.
And tell me, you know, with a mortgage, there's other costs. What are those other costs that's associated with that?
Right. So you have closing costs
Okay.
and you have prepays.
Okay.
So closing cost on average runs about 3%. And then the prepays, which is the client's upfront taxes and insurance that has to be put into their escrow account, usually runs about 1%, depending on the sales price
So
and
in
loan
addition
amount.
to that 3%.
In addition to, absolutely.
Okay.
And that equation changes based on the amount of the sales price and loan amount. But yeah, but that's definitely the two costs that you see associated with a mortgage.
Okay, and then the lawyer has his fees.
Right, so in the closing cost, you will have your lender fees, your appraisal fees, you'll have your attorney fees, and then you'll have your intangible tax and your recording fees. So all that is under closing cost. Then in addition to that is your prepays.
Okay. You know, they say get pre-qualified or get pre-approved. Is there a difference between that?
Huge difference.
Really?
So pre-qualification is strictly like a phone conversation and reviewing credit.
Okay.
So we don't physically have the documentation from the client showing what they really make.
You know, they talk about pre-qualification and pre-approval. Is there a difference with that?
There is. So a pre-qualification is strictly us taking a look at the credit and the income that we've been given verbally or through email.
Okay.
The pre-approval is when we physically look at the documentation to support the information we've been given. So a pre-approval means that we've reviewed everything and the client should be perfectly fine. A pre-qualification, that's when it gets a little iffy because if the income comes in differently or the assets, that can change the direction of the loan.
Okay, and does the pre-qualification, does that last for just a period of time? Has it got an expiration date on it or anything?
Yeah, you know, credit with most loans, the credit report is good for 120 days.
Okay.
Typically. So what we have to do once let's say you apply today and you don't find a house for 90 days.
Right, right.
So we just get updated bank statements or asset information and pay stubs from you prior to closing.
Okay, prior to closing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we did go to a lender today and get pre-qualified, we have, what'd you say, 120 days
Right.
to look for a home.
That's
Okay.
Without
expiring.
without us having to pull
So
another
3
home
months.
for it.
So if your home search lasted for say more than 3 months, if you were just looking for that particular home and you weren't in a hurry and it lasted, then you would need to go back to the lender and say, I need to get pre-qualified again.
Correct.
Okay, that's good
Correct.
information.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Now, one thing we do have here at Guild, which is super cool, we have a couple of different programs, but we have a shop and lock program.
Oh,
So if you come in today and you haven't found a property, you can actually go ahead and lock in your interest rate and we'll hold that.
oh,
And so
good.
it comes with, it's a little bit higher, but you have a float down option once you're under contract, and that's good for 90 days. So that's a good little protection to have too in today's kind of volatile rate market. You know,
Yeah, the interest rates fluctuate so much.
they do. You know, we're really excited about the opportunity for people to able to capture these rates while they're still around.
And the economy's really good right now.
Economy's doing really well, and you know, that's what's so neat is we have really low mortgage rates with the economy doing so well. So that's usually not the combination. So it's really good if someone is looking, it's good to go ahead and get this and capitalize on this opportunity now.
Okay, great. You know, in the bottom, we're going to have a link so you can contact Tonja if you would like to look at a mortgage loan. So we're going to have all her information at the bottom, her website and her contact information. So that if you have any personal questions for Tonja, you know, give her a call, give her a shout and ask her some questions. And then we'll get started on your home buying process. One of the most important things that sometimes people don't realize is the pre-qualification is one of your first steps to buying a home.
Absolutely. And it's very important to do that for many reasons. Number one, you're already pre-qualified, pre-approved. It's like you're showing up with an invisible check in your hand. You know what to help your realtor guide them on the sales price that you're looking for. So, and what you've been pre-approved for, instead of going out looking and not know for certain what that number is. So it's really important. Plus, if you want to make an offer on something, you gotta have a pre-qualification letter or a pre-approval letter for the seller to take you serious. So it's real important to go ahead and get that piece of paper in your hand.
You know, that's
Then
part of my
contact.
documents that I have to submit as a realtor when I submit an offer is a pre-qualification letter. I can't submit it without that.
That's right. Yeah.
So it really has to happen. If you're serious about a home, this is your step.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, very good. You know, Tonja is a very special friend of mine. We actually went to high school together.
We did.
So I'm so excited to be with Tonja, and it's so good to stay in touch with her through the years and to work with people that you grew up with. So that's exciting too. Okay, well, thank you so much. Again, this is WGCH, Georgia Coast Homes. I'm Dawn Sanders, and this is Tonja Hathaway with Guild Mortgage.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Dawn.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Karin.
And
We are Georgia Coast Homes.